Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm Will, and we brought Lisa back this time.
I am not Andrew today. I'm Lisa.
So remember, several weeks ago, we had AI Andrew in the studio.
That's right.
And it was just what you think of as an AI nightmare. So we decided to go with a real person since Andrew couldn't be with us this week. What tropical island is he at now?
I don't know which island. He is definitely very happy on an island somewhere. He's not in a cold place.
If I were on an island somewhere, I'd be pretty happy.
Exactly, exactly.
So anyways, what's new with you?
What's new? Well, we're a few weeks out from the end of To Kill a Mockingbird.
We are.
And we still get comments about it. People stop us and tell us about what a wonderful show it was. So that's been very nice. It's a nice perk of the job, and people are so happy.
And I've told several people, I will probably never see a performance better than that, and I see more shows than the common person. Mm-hmm. So lots of people, that will probably be the single best piece of theater they were ever see.
It will be the one that people talk about for a very long time. It was wonderful.
But our next show, though, is going to be wonderful, too. In
a
totally different vein.
Yes.
It's going to be the Simon and Garfunkel story.
That's right.
Did you see it last time?
I did see it last time. I learned a lot.
You know, I did, too. I'm not really a Simon and Garfunkel person, but I did learn a lot. And that is our next thing coming up. But back to Kill a Mockingbird for a second. It was very neat to see all the different selfie walls that we had in that show. Mm-hmm. And did you notice that we just went to a blank background?
I did see that. Back to A Kill a Mockingbird.
Producer Bob strikes again.
Always blame Bob. Why are we always blaming Bob?
Anyhow, we did more selfie walls for this show than we've ever done.
Yes.
We did 5 of them.
Right, instead of 2.
And it was very neat. One of the pictures was Atticus and Calpurnia on the porch. It was so neat to see Richard Thomas and the lady who played Calpurnia recreate the pose in front of the selfie wall to get their picture.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to. I have not seen that picture yet. You need to show it to me.
He hasn't sent it to me yet either.
All right, I need to see it. That's very cool.
I saw them taking it in real time.
Yeah.
So that was really neat. But that's going to be a good segue into the person we have on today.
That's right.
We've got
the
Tammy
selfie walls
from Tom Jeffrey Sign and Banner, who makes all of our selfie walls. And we've got lots of cool stories to tell behind the selfie walls and different things that we've done. And she does all the raps when we do the concert hall. Remember Aladdin?
Yes, Aladdin was awesome. That was a ton of work, I'm sure.
When it went down the hallway on both sides and the entire thing was up there and the cast was up there taking pictures with it.
Yeah, the cast loved that because they had finally sent the photos of that cast. So it was when they were going to other cities, it wasn't necessarily them and some of the billboards and stuff, but this was really them, and they were so excited. It was very fun.
It was their first stop to actually get their own pictures.
Right,
on
they were
their
thrilled.
Signage. But you know, we talk a lot in the office about how so much more goes into putting on a show because we want you to have a fantastic time.
That's right.
Even if you're only about the show.
That's right.
And the selfie walls, how we do that, signage, how we do that, music, how we do that. You guys, what you set up for Stage Door and Lookout Club, they are all just super.
Drink specials.
Oh, drink specials.
That's the most fun.
So when Tammy gets out here, we'll talk about the drink specials. I have a feeling she's going to provide a lot to that conversation.
I'm always looking for ideas for the shows for drink specials, so just send them my way.
So with all that being said, let's cut to our first break, and we will be back in just a few minutes with a very short person somewhere in here.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. Homeward bound.
The Simon and Garfunkel Story, March 7th at 7:30. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Buying or selling your home, why not trust a legend? Huntsville native Karen Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
Jesus Christ Superstar, the legendary rock album, reimagined for a new generation, live on stage. The iconic musical phenomenon, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Tammy.
And so, before we got started, I had to see which of the two of them were taller.
I'm taller. I won by an inch,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
How often do you get to say that?
I know. I'm rarely taller than someone next to me.
I can say that every day at work because I've got Margie.
See, that's why you keep her around.
You've got Margie,
That's good.
yes. So anyways, this is Tammy. She owns Tom Jeffrey Sign and Banner. And you do all of our selfie walls. And well, you do most all of our exterior artwork.
Yes.
You were there. I knew you before I went to BTL. And how long have you been working with BTL?
At least 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a great story about theater that I love. What is your favorite show?
The King and I.
And why is that your favorite show?
Because that was the first play that I went to in California with Yul Brynner.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's just a good memory.
I know. Yeah, I love seeing the King and I poster in your office every time I go in there. Yeah. So the selfie wall thing was actually started before I came. How did that get started?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. That was I feel like it was Andrew, or it might have been Amy. I think it might have been Amy when she worked there, and she decided that there had to be something up there for people to have memories.
And it's interesting when artists come through, they'll see them like, no one does this. We're apparently the only place in the country they go that they have something like that.
And a lot of those selfie walls go on the road with them when they leave. They pack them up and they take them.
That's
Yeah, they're all over the place now.
Yeah, I'd like to see them.
Anthony Crane, when he was here with Les Mis in 2017, he took his selfie wall with him and would send me pictures of every time he put it up in his dressing room, their entire tour. So I've got somewhere I have pictures of that selfie wall, and every city that tour went to, he was on it.
Well, did they put it up for him like in the lobby?
No, in his dressing room.
Just
in his dressing room. It was his personal stuff. And a lot of times the shows will have a step and repeat, or they may have some kind of signage, but we're the only people that have these really cool big selfie walls. And you're the person that makes them.
Yep.
Did you put a sign on the back of the ones for Mockingbird like I asked you to?
I did on one of them, and I think it was the one with Richard Thomas.
There were three with Richard Thomas.
Well, I feel like I named them as I was printing them, and I put Atticus alone or something like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I put a little QR code on the back.
So what did you think of To Kill a Mockingbird, actually?
Be still my heart. It was fabulous. There was emotion that I just didn't know I was going to feel for that play. It was just amazing, Acting, everything, seats, sound, acting, the whole experience.
Okay.
Was fabulous.
So I guess it's because Andrew isn't here, or maybe because it's 6 o'clock in the morning, but you're not your usual bubbly self.
Oh, I need some more coffee.
She'd got one of those donuts across the street on the way in. We talked about that.
I wanted to
Little
get
sugar
one of
high.
Well, I didn't get one. I had
I know.
to really stop myself from whipping into there.
Are you Krispy Kreme or Dunkin'?
Krispy Kreme. Sorry, Duncan.
It's literally right across the street from us.
I know. And the people that own Dunkin' are the sweetest people. I think they now have like 7 or 9 of them, and they're really good people. But, Krispy Kreme.
So what is it like owning the sign shop? In a nice way.
Okay, I was going to say, you can edit. This can be edited, right? It's interesting. I get to hear the firsts of a lot of things. So there's things that I almost spilled Sunday that I hear, and I'm like, ooh, I can't tell anybody that because they haven't announced it yet. So all that stuff.
Yeah, you get to print the signs ahead of time.
Oh, it's so much fun, but it's so hard to keep it in. I just want to blurt it out. So, yeah, it's good. It's struggles. It's always a struggle anytime you own a business, so. But I have good staff. I have great customers, so it makes it worth it. I have the best customers in the world.
Thanks.
So you heard us off camera, drink specials. Talk about
right.
your drink specials, Lisa.
The drink specials.
Where do you come up with them?
Well, it depends. This past one, the Yellow Hammer is an actual drink, and that's the name of it. So it kind of fit because of the Alabama connection. So it's just Googling of whatever show it might be and party themes and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just a drink that like the color matches.
Yeah.
We just changed the name. So
Yeah.
it's a whole, and then also the VBC, you know, there has to be stuff that they can get and that they can make quickly. So that's the other part of it.
That was
too.
going to be my next question. Do
Yeah.
you have like a list? This is all you have to work with.
That only happened during Stomp because that was right after the ice storm, and they were having there was some stuff they couldn't get on order, or stuff had had not gotten deliveries. So they were like, "Here's what we'll make. What are you going to name it?" So, which was a fun conversation in the office. trying
Did you have to
figure
sample them before and all that?
out- No, I don't get to sample them.
I could do
I
that
know.
for you.
I would
Let's
beg
do
to
that.
differ with that.
I have not ahead of time, not with the VBC. I mean, we've tried them ourselves.
Right,
We've come up with
right.
stuff. Like the Book of Mormon ones were really wacky.
What was that? See, we're like Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
So
For Book of Mormon, there is a drink. It's a soda. I forgot the name of it. It's a soda something that they drink out in Utah, and it's a soda mixed with cream. So like an orange soda with cream, or the famous one's really bizarre. It's like root beer and coconut cream, which sounds very strange.
much
It was
better than you
delicious.
expected it to
It was
be.
very delicious.
Really?
So that's where that one came from.
I didn't try it.
Yeah.
I used to spend my summers in Utah, so
Oh yes.
had to
Oh,
learn
wow.
the difference between the root beers. You got one with caffeine and one without. Make sure you pick the right one.
That's right. The one with caffeine.
Okay,
We need the energy.
so we need to take a break. We're going to come back with you for the second portion of the show, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. Homeward bound, will I wish you hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. In a clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade. To you, Mrs. Robinson.
The Simon and Garfunkel Story, March 7th at 7:30. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. Now, it's something I always want to point out because it's hilarious. People can drive by your building, occasionally drive by and see a billboard that you celebrate your birthday the entire month of February.
The whole month.
I saw the banner. I saw the birthday banner when I drove to work.
I randomly had a friend / customer came in the other day with a handful of roses, and it's like, I saw your banner. Happy birthday.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put a banner outside of the office.
I know
my
where you can
birthday
get
month.
one.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Make me
let's
a
do
birthday
it.
banner.
Okay. What month?
May.
Hey,
A lot of us are May.
Oh,
she's very much a Gemini.
We all have birthdays within 6 weeks of each other, except for Will. The whole office,
what
literally.
month is yours?
I'm September.
I was gonna say August. But yeah.
So we could just do a general BTL birthday banner
Let's
and see
do
what
it.
happens.
Can we change your birthday?
Yes.
You can
Sure.
celebrate twice a year.
No, I don't like celebrating my birthday.
Let's just move it to May.
Okay.
No,
Don't
we're
be-
not moving it to May.
Do you want to be a Taurus or Gemini?
Neither.
Can't have
Neither
more of them
those.
around.
No more.
Tommy's a Gemini,
Yeah, me too.
Oh, when's his birthday? Don't say May 21st.
June 12th.
Okay. Oh, he's at the very tail end of being a Gemini.
Yeah, he's at the tail end, so he's, yeah.
I'm right in the middle.
So, so why do you celebrate your birthday all month long? Because you
Because
can?
sometimes, yeah, because I know who makes banners. It's good for the entire staff because we get treats, we get liquor bottles, we get lunches. I mean, all this stuff comes in and I share with everybody.
That's awesome.
You do share with everybody. You even share with us customers on occasion.
Yep, yep. I forgot to bring the cinnamon whiskey this morning.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out on the cinnamon whiskey.
Oh,
All right, I will take your share. It's fine.
If I have to. Did you know she has a pub in her basement?
She's been to the pub.
yeah, and I I remember it.
And who has not?
Me.
Rick?
What?
I've never been.
Would
all-
you be able to get down the stairs? Isn't there like one
There's,
of those?
there's one section where he might not be able to stand up, but the other section's okay.
Yeah.
There's
Who
one
cares
section
about
that's
standing, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can stand in the part with the higher ceiling.
I think Joe Martin brought me there.
Yes, I think so too.
It was. So yeah, I was on my best behavior. So I can't say that I would be the same.
That's right. Especially now that we know each other better.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
have some fun.
Yeah, we definitely need to.
So you did have a question while we were off air.
I did. I want to know more about the car wraps because that looks very complicated.
It is very complicated and it's very expensive. So the wrap material, if you choose just to get a color, so I could say I'm going to just wrap my car in bright pink, and 3M or some of the other companies.
Right,
I just
with
plugged
sparkles?
somebody.
That's right.
Yeah, you can do them with sparkles. There's a
Oh,
pink.
trust me, we know.
Did you see the pink Lexus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They must live near me. I see that often.
That was what from what I understand, I know who wrapped it, and he said that's what the girl wanted for her 16th birthday.
The Lexus or the wrap?
The wrap. I know.
I will take both.
So you can do it that way. It's very expensive. The material will probably run, $1,200 or something like that, and then the labor.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
That's
I can't
the
imagine
killer.
how long does it take to wrap like the Lexus?
I would
how many people?
guess if you had one person like Jason, if he was working on it, it would probably take him 3 or 4 days.
Wow. Yeah.
You have to take parts off the car and clean it with special cleaners so that when you wrap it around that door hinge or that door piece that it sticks on the back side. I mean, it's a lot of labor.
Yeah, I get frustrated putting the fitted sheet on my bed.
Yep.
So
Socks.
when you're doing the car wrap, I would like to come watch, but I cannot assist because I will.
I've turned that
I
over
get
to
very
Jason.
frustrated.
But
Yeah.
you know, when you say it that way, I've never thought about your job requires a remarkably high amount of patience.
Yes,
Patience and math.
and alcohol. Because I don't have either of the other two, so I can sure fake it with the alcohol.
Okay. What is the weirdest thing you have printed?
Oh, I can't say that on TV.
What's the weirdest thing you've printed you can say on TV?
There we go.
Okay,
It's
so
amazing how often we run into, I can't say that on TV.
I mean, I can give you the very weirdest thing was somebody's wife's boudoir photos.
In like full size.
Well, they ended up being more than boudoir.
Oh.
They were,
Let's skew back into the television realm.
oh, that's right.
Last week we had Jimbo and Cassio on here,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me hours to edit that out. So
Oh.
I don't really want to repeat that process.
Okay, we won't
And
talk
I must
about
say,
that.
you've been much more well-behaved than
And I knew when
expected.
Will
I
was
know.
editing it because I would hear this immense laughter coming from his office. I'm like, oh yeah, he's
he's
editing
like-
the Jimbo Cassio interview.
And he's like, oh, I hate taking this off,
Because
right?
it's really funny.
It's really
you got to send us the unedited version. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
I would like to see the unedited. I had, no, I can't say that one either. I will get people that will come in and say, hey, do you work on weekends or after hours? I'm like, I try not to. And they'll say, well, we've
Try
got,
not to, you don't succeed.
I don't succeed. And they'll say, well, we got something that's kind of, you may or may not want to print it. And some things I've looked at it and said, no, don't want to print it. That's some bad juju right there. I don't
Oh,
want to
wow.
be involved. Yeah, I've had to turn it away.
Yeah. I wonder where they went next. Did they get it done? It's probably Sharpie.
Yeah.
They just made it themselves.
Well, this one they would have had to have printed pictures off the internet and taped them to it. It was not sexual at all. It was just very
Weird.
gross, just vulgar, a part of our past that we don't want to anymore. So.
I got you. Well, I do tell everybody that comes in my office, because I've got Pensacola Beach printed right there
Yes.
on my wall.
The beach has had many visitors.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody where I got it done. So, and what is your favorite Broadway show that you have seen besides The King and I? Because that's just a great memory. What's the favorite one you've seen here?
Well, nothing has topped Sunday's performance of To Kill a Mockingbird yet. I mean, even
Yeah.
The King and I, that's right up there. I just, I can't think of any that are just right up there with them. They're all great, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But that one was just, I don't know.
I've told lots of people that you will not see a better performance than you saw with To Kill a Mockingbird.
I mean, when you could hear, the audience was so quiet, and you could hear the pin drop almost. Everyone was very, very compelled and listening and paying attention, and it was very nice.
Come From Away was actually really good too. That one
That's
caught
my
me by
favorite.
surprise.
Come From Away is my favorite.
Yeah, I was
And
shocked
so
at
you
the
almost
emotion.
didn't had to talk you into coming to
did.
that.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to say before we wrap it up with you?
I was telling Lisa earlier, and I already told you, it was really neat for me to see To Kill a Mockingbird because I actually met Gregory Peck in 1987 or 88 when he was the Grand Marshal for the Rose Parade. And then to see this one with Richard Thomas, it was just extra special.
And then you got to meet Richard Thomas.
And then I got to meet him. I know. If I could go back and I can see the little photo album in my mind, They used to
Your
get
mom
them.
probably still has it.
She might still have it. Yeah, I'll go through all those one day and
So
find
you
it.
You should get him, print him in full size.
Yeah.
I know someone that does banners.
I know. Maybe that'll be my next year's picture. You know, those two on the wall.
So, back to that for a second. How did it feel when your employees took out the billboard, the digital billboard about your birthday?
They took it out?
Remember they put up the digital billboard across from your
that
office?
was Tom Jeffries, yes.
Oh, Tom did that?
Oh, Tom Jeffries. Oh, he got me good. It was Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, Monday, whatever day it was. And then he said, come on, we're going to go for a ride. I got a birthday present for you. And I thought, got me a Corvette. I was wrong. He got me, we stopped across the parkway, got out of the car, and he said, just watch the billboard. And we sat there, and I had like 5 or 6 people with me, and all of a sudden it just pictures started showing up. Happy birthday, Tammy. And Don Howard did all the amazing graphics for it, and I still have that at the shop in a picture frame, all of them. So it was really, it was amazing.
So I was driving down the parkway not knowing, and I'm like,
It was just, I mean, the next year he said, you're not getting another billboard, so that's when he gave me the framed picture of all of them.
okay.
So he said, happy birthday.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes and wrap the show up for the week.
All right.
Yay!
Jesus Christ Superstar. The legendary rock album, reimagined for a new generation, live on stage. The Guardian hailed it a gorgeous, thrilling, heavenly musical. The New York Times praises it an adrenaline-pumping production. The iconic musical phenomenon, Jesus Christ Superstar.
March 15th through 17th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. You know, it's funny sitting here, I feel like Godzilla next to you. I'm pretty sure I said that the last time we did this show together, but it's like,
I need like a telephone book to sit on the chair.
you know, I
Do
wonder,
they have those anymore? I don't even know.
well, if they do, they're probably gonna be like that thick. I do wonder if Tammy brings a riser to the show to watch.
To watch.
To
Well,
sit
we
on
have
the
the
seat.
we have the seats that people can get to sit up a little bit higher.
How many of those do we have?
I've heard that there's like 15 of them or so. I don't know if they are all in the concert hall, if they are scattered through the building, but they do have them for,
I know
especially for kids.
I've seen people bring their own too.
Yeah. Sit on your coat.
So, too bad the conversation didn't happen on camera. We were talking about a car that's local to Huntsville that is wrapped entirely in cats.
That's right.
That's a new form of commitment right there.
So if you were to get a car wrap, if they said, Will, you must have a car wrap, you must have one, you have no choice, what would it be?
Oh, man.
What would it be?
Wow.
I think the Gustafer needs to be your passenger on the passenger window.
Oh, can you do that, Tammy? Put my dog face on my passenger window?
So it looks like he's riding. I think we need to do that for sure.
Oh,
Everyone would expect a Bigfoot, but I think you should do something different.
of course I've got to
Yeah.
do something different.
Teddy Roosevelt
Teddy Roosevelt would be
riding
good.
in the back of the truck.
Yes, in his little horse. That would be a good one. That one would be hard to top. My other thought might be like an alien spacecraft.
Oh yeah, like you're hovering. Someone came to visit you from above, and
Yours would
they're
be
just right.
Yours would be all bills all the time.
I was gonna say a lot of people would assume maybe shamrocks, but yeah, definitely Buffalo Bills.
So you got to on the sides of yours, the bill, or the buffalo, running down both sides, and on the back you got the shamrocks,
That's right.
and on the hood you've got like the old school Buffalo Bill logo with the shamrock or
That's
something
right.
like that.
Yeah, the Buffalo area is very Irish. It's very fitting to put those two together. Go
No,
Bills!
I
I
never-
gotta add my Go Bills.
It's
Go Bills.
funny. I never saw and thought about the possibility of, hey, what would I wrap my vehicle as?
Oh yeah.
What would Andrew wrap his as?
All St. John's, like he's always at the beach, kind of like your office. He would come up with some sort of a beach scene from St. John's.
I think
That's
it'd be
my
a
guess.
turtle.
And yes, like he's swimming with a turtle, riding down.
Yes.
Be Andrew and a turtle.
Maybe that's what we should get him for his birthday.
That would be
get
fun.
His vehicle wrapped like a swimming sea turtle.
That would be great. He used to drive a wrapped truck. Tammy used to wrap his truck for the BTL stuff.
I don't remember that, but
I've heard about it. I've never seen it either.
What would yours be, Kevin?
Probably one of those where they do the door and it's somebody sitting and he's got funny legs.
Like the Havoc used to do with the opposite team and the diapers.
What would yours be, Kip?
Oh, the Golden Girls.
Mine would look like confetti until you got real close.
Dave? what would
Confetti
yours be?
car.
Buddy the Elf.
Oh, I would love to live life with Buddy the Elf.
She's got
He's
some
fantastic.
stand-up Buddy the Elves in her shop. I love having the live studio audience.
You'd learn a lot.
We're not going to expand on the confetti conversation anymore.
It's just confetti. It's happy.
Some people, it's happy, all right. It's funny. What if she got off the camera to start
right.
with the joke? That was a Tammy I was kind of expecting. No, she had to be nice and calm and collected like a nice small business owner.
That's right.
Oh, and her mom might watch this too, and
That's
her mom's kind of feisty. Oh, so
Simon and Garfunkel coming next week.
Next week.
So next week's episode. Next week's episode.
next week
It's
we're
going to
bringing
be awesome.
a very awesome local musician.
That's right.
And he may even play us some Simon and Garfunkel, which is actually, hopefully, who will play my favorite song. You know, it's funny. I don't know a lot about Simon and Garfunkel, so I'm hoping we'll have other people in here to like lead me along the path.
That's right.
But it's going to be awesome, and you know, hopefully, sooner than later, we're going to have a season announcement.
That's right. Coming up in about a month, I hope.
It better be less than a month. I'm just
Yes,
saying,
we have a great new season getting ready
We need
to
to
be
get
launched.
some pen to paper.
That's right. And then we'll be able to tell everybody else what we've got going on.
Yes, you know, everyone around us has announced, and everyone's asking when we're going.
I know. Yeah, I've been getting that question a lot.
Sometimes it's just not that easy because we don't want to say anything and then
Have to change it.
Have to change it.
Right. Everything has to be done and official before we can say anything. So
Yep.
that's what we're waiting on. So if you're one of the people that are supposed to send us something to finalize this stuff,
Yes.
Send it
please
in,
do.
please.
Yes. And I guess that's all for
That's
today.
it.
It flew by, didn't
It did.
I kind of expected it to drag, but it just kind of went vroom, right on
Here we
down the
are.
road. So, okay. We will see you guys next week, and thanks for watching.